Well, here we are, the last day of the week, and I say that knowing a lot of folks got to pull some time at work on the weekend, but generally, by and large, the last day of the work week as we've come to know it. It is the last day of February. Goodbye and good riddance, and we're on to March, getting closer to spring as we go. A lot of news to cover before we leave you tonight as we head into the first of the third month, and we'll talk about the weather and conditions there, as well as a number of federal indictments pertaining to a number of ongoing cases that I've been following and some new ones that I have for you this evening. A significant list there. Of course, 57th District Championship highlights from last night's boys game, and I'll give you the bracket as it has now been decided for the regional tournament, and we're still looking at, of course, the play-in games to get to those initial 8 that we, of course, kind of are used to seeing. With that said, a whole lot of basketball and other information, and thank you for being a part of the program. I sincerely hope that some of you, if not all, each and every one, got to get outside today more than I did and enjoy a little bit of this beautiful weather. Tomorrow, it's not bad, but it's not going to be as warm as it was today, certainly for the weekend. So I hope you had a chance to take advantage of it. How was your day? How was your week? As good as it was. Perhaps not as good as someone from Pike County, I believe from Pike County. They could have been traveling through. Hope they were from right here around the area. Don't know who they are. They, as I can understand, chose to remain anonymous. $3 million will do that to you. I'm just being honest there. I can see keeping that one to yourself, or at least a little small circle for maybe quite some while, maybe ever. Hard to do, probably. I'll probably never know. But one person from Pikeville, we believe a man from Pikeville, who chose to remain anonymous, picked up a scratch-off ticket for $30 and turned it into $3 million. Well, it was actually only $2,040,000 after taxes, but you know, who's counting? That indeed is a good deal. He could take the lump sum payment of just over $2 million. Actually, after taxes and everything else, it was just under $1.5 million. Man, taxes, they're terrible. Nevertheless, he turned $30 into $1.5 million. He plays the lottery quite often, usually $20 and $30 scratch-offs. Stopped by the Food City there in Pikeville, got some gas before he was getting ready to head out of town for a little bit, and spent some bucks on a $30 Kentucky jackpot scratch-off and won. Forever, his lucky number, I imagine, will be 27, the single number that it took to win the $3 million. Again, the cool $1.5 million in his pocket. Congratulations to whoever you are. A number of federal indictments are next.
My name is Don McFarland, and I have been an attorney in Eastern Kentucky for over 30 years. This is my son, Max McFarland. I'm very proud of Max. He is incredibly intelligent, a hard worker, and is graduating from law school this spring. Max will take the bar exam this summer.
We are a family and we treat our clients like family. Bigger law firms are not always better law firms. There is no substitute for experience, personal attention, wisdom, and knowing who your attorney is.
When you have any legal needs, come see us, and we will personally represent you, and we will put our experience and energy to get the results you need.
If you have been in a car wreck, injured on the job, in need of Social Security disability benefits, or have any legal needs, come see us and let us take care of you. Call us at 349-9000.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
A number of federal indictments and updates in federal cases tonight related to a number of cases that I have followed that originated here in McGoffin and Johnson counties or in the viewing area. We'll begin with that of a Johnson County man federally indicted yesterday for being a convicted felon in possession of a handgun. I'm still trying to come up with some information and details on the initial arrest as it relates to the case of David L. King, 76 of Paintsville. I was unable to obtain those records today, but we've still got a call in. He was arrested and has since and still been lodged in the Big Sandy Jail, where he still is at last report earlier today. Now officially indicted by federal authorities for not one but 2 counts of being a felon in possession of a firearm. That firearm listed as a .45 semi-automatic pistol. Cortez T. Harris, 38, of Detroit, Michigan, was indicted for possessing with the intent to distribute 500 grams or more of a mixture of a substance containing methamphetamine. This actually comes out of McGoffin County. He faces not less than 10 years and up to life in prison after the McGoffin County Sheriff's Department and the Sayersville Police Department, Deputy Tyler Lafferty and Sayersville Police Officer Mike Nichols were patrolling on January the 16th. They stopped a car on the Mountain Parkway. This was Cortez Harris behind the wheel. He wasn't wearing a seatbelt. They smelled marijuana when they approached, and after a search of the vehicle, they found 2 large, clear, vacuum-sealed bags, 1 pound each, of crystal methamphetamine, and has since been federally indicted for being in possession with the intent to distribute that much of the illegal drug. And Timothy Jacob Krager, the man accused of wanting to kill Circuit Judge Kim Childers just a couple of weeks ago, has also been federally indicted. The United States District Court of the Eastern District returned an indictment for being a convicted felon in possession of a handgun, also issued forfeiture allegations where he is ordered to forfeit the property, which of course is the gun in question. This, of course, after, as I've reported on a couple of occasions, police got a tip on the 13th of this month that he had gotten a gun and was going to go and potentially kill or harm possibly his ex-wife and Circuit Judge Kim Childers. He was charged with terroristic threatening and intimidating the participant in a legal process, as well as attempted murder. Authorities found him at the doorsteps of the Justice Center in Knott County on the 13th, and they going back to his truck where he had parked, kind of catty corner in front of the area where the judge and or other people would be leaving the Justice Center at the time of their departure. He was found to have in his vehicle also a handgun. They did a search of his residence. They found other weapons as well, none of which he was legally allowed to have. He also had been making threats and posts on Facebook and social media about harming the judge, and also making threats to his ex-wife in an effort to get her to change her plea or testimony in the custody case in which they were all involved in. And while those cases are still in the developing stages, one has come to an end after a Martin County man sentenced for production of child pornography was officially sentenced earlier today to 3.5 decades in prison. This, too, a follow-up from back in 2023. We were following with our staff at the Big Sandy newspaper in Lawrence County and Louisa as they were continuing to follow the case of this man, Dustin Newsom, who has now been officially sentenced to 35 years in federal prison. Early on in the case, authorities were searching for him related to the alleged charges at that time. They found his vehicle. He was a mail carrier. They found mail inside the vehicle that he was to have delivered, and they didn't find him for a number of weeks until later taking him into custody. He was sentenced today by U.S. District Judge Karen Caldwell for production of child pornography. According to his plea agreement in August of 23, a parent of a minor called law enforcement and told them that she had located some THC vape cartridges in her child's room, and their child told the parents and authorities that he'd gotten them and a cell phone from a mail carrier, later identified as Newsom, in exchange for nude pictures and sexually explicit videos that were sent to Newsom. Police discovered at least 9 minor victims, all young boys, I believe, between the ages of 12 and 16, that reported having produced sexually explicit images and videos at Newsom's coercion. A search of Newsom's home found devices that contained numerous sexually explicit images, videos, recordings of live chats between he and at least 4 of the boys. In addition to the images and videos that he produced, there were several hundred images and videos of prepubescent minors engaged in sexually explicit conduct that Newsom had obtained or downloaded from the internet and stored on his electronic devices. And they say that this had been going on since 2013. Newsom will have to pull at least 85% of his 35 years, and after being released, he will be under the supervision of U.S. probation and parole for a period of no less than 10 years. The judge also ordered him to pay restitution in the amount of $105,000. A lot in sports to talk about tonight, a lot on our calendar, and that's what we're talking about next.
Colin Mockery and Brad Sherwood, the dynamic duo from television's Whose Line Is It Anyway, are coming to town, and they're asking for trouble.
Our show is completely made up.
Prepare for a side-splitting interactive extravaganza as these improv wizards hit the stage, serving up a night of unscripted comedy gold.
It sounds like a big waste of time and a lot of money.
It is.
Don't miss Colin Mockery and Brad Sherwood. Catch them on Sunday, May 18th at the Mountain Arts Center. Get your tickets today at macarts.com.
I wonder, could this be our last trip together? What if I upset him? He might never call again. But what if I don't say anything?
Hey, Dad. Is something wrong?
Actually, are you okay?
If someone you know or love is struggling, contact Big Sandy Healthcare today.
February is American Heart Month, and because cardiovascular disease takes more lives every year than any other cause, we want to make sure you're heart healthy. By taking the necessary steps, checking your BP, your body mass index, and glucose and cholesterol levels. Improve your heart health and talk to any of our pharmacists today at Parkway Pharmacy. Every season brings its own challenging driving conditions and some more than others. Stay up to that challenge at Conley's. Check out their monthly specials on the best tires. Their $35 computer diagnostic and over 30 years of brakes and oil and maintenance to keep you rolling. Conley Tire in Staffordsville and ConleyTire.net. SMB is proud to stand with you with what might be your very first and definitely last checking, savings, retirement, even Christmas Club account, along with consumer, auto, mortgage, business loans that you can easily manage from anywhere in the world with safe, secure mobile and online banking that comes from over 120 years of commitment to your financial life and well-being, today, tomorrow, and forever. Salyersville National. It's community calendar time, brought to you by McGoffin Farm Bureau. Happy birthday, happy 12th birthday, AJ. That's AJ Nichols, sporting a cool cast. Casts aren't cool going on, but cool after you got them, I think. With a lot of love from Memaw, AJ Nichols, the happiest of 12th birthdays to you, sir. This from our local DAV. March 5th has been declared a day of solidarity and protest where they're asking veterans to rally for no cuts to be made to the VA healthcare benefits. Veterans nationwide are being called on to stand together to demand the government hold true to its promise of providing quality healthcare benefits to those who have served in the defense of our nation. Veterans are invited to show up at your local veteran outpatient clinic at 11 o'clock that morning on Wednesday, next Wednesday the 5th, in support of healthcare providers to protest a reduction in VA benefits. The goal is to resist the administration's cutback of personnel and services. The Water and Wine Food Pantry, well, they have got, it's March, so, they've already got their March calendar. Not already, it's March. And next week will be the first of two regular commodity days. The 5th and the 19th of this month for the regular commodity days. Thursday, the 20th, will be their senior commodity day, 9 to 11, all 3 days. And they as well want me to remind you that they are taking senior commodity applications Monday and Tuesday of this week. Monday and Tuesday, 9 till noon. You can apply at the Water into Wine Food Pantry. And the McGoffin County Health Department is teaming up to help support their friends and neighbors and co-workers in community health. The Martin County Health Department, if you'd like to help them bring a new toy or toys or monetary donations, drop them off at the McGoffin County Health Department between now and Wednesday. You've got until this coming Wednesday, and they'll make sure that they get into the hands of some very soon-to-be happy kids, we hope. The McGoffin County Health Department asking for your help in supporting the Martin County Health Department's toy drive. Whenever you need support with your announcement, your birthday or anniversary announcement you need to get out there, well, this is indeed the place to do it. From their obituaries, brought to you, of course, nightly by the McGoffin County Funeral Home, and first and foremost, a reminder of services for Beulah Absher to be held tomorrow at 1 from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. Survived by sons Donnie Ray Arnett and William Paul Arnett, daughters Carolyn Williams and Edna Williams, Teresa Perkins and Billie Jean Cole, her sister Edna Faye, 15 grandkids, and a number of great-grandchildren, 27 to be exact. Services again tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And lastly, one more announcement tonight in this segment, and it is asked to be read in loving memory of Michael Allen McCarty, gone 4 years today. greatly and sadly missed by his mother, daughters Whitney and Haley McCarty, and a host of family. In loving memory.
Johnson Central High School stands alone in providing the most college and career programs of study in one building throughout the entire state of Kentucky. This includes pathways in everything from the medical field to engineering, telemedia, welding, agriculture, and even aviation. And that's just to name a few of the 32 different choices. Work has also been started on a brand new state-of-the-art high school. So now is the time for your child to experience the power of opportunities in Johnson County schools.
It's as hearty as it is convenient. It's delicious, creamy, savory goodness all in one. Get a famous pot pie while they're hot. Only $7.19 plus tax year-round. But only until February the 16th can you grab a home-style bowl combo. Mashed potatoes, gravy, corn, chicken, and cheese. Truly comfort food at your Sagersville, Lee's famous recipe. What are you going to get over your ice?
There are several risk factors that may put a patient at risk for heart disease.
Especially people who have diabetes or hypertension or high cholesterol and have a family history of heart disease.
Neglecting to see a cardiologist can put you in trouble. You may develop problems that may not be reversible.
We see many people who do not have an actual diagnosis of a heart problem, but may be at risk of heart disease, and we do whatever we can to help mitigate that risk to help prevent disease in the future. ARH, more for Appalachia.
All right, back to the Montgomery County High School for the last time this year for basketball. We will go. Big night last night, boys championship. I've got the highlights for you. I also have your regional pairings thus far. But let's begin with, well, where we should. Tonight, presented by Miss Erin Grace Rudd. Now, going to the tape and taking a look at how these two teams are going to match up, at least on paper, well, it looked to be a pretty even contest perhaps ahead of us. As you look at the regular season, Martin County lost to Central first go-around, 87-91. Martin County got revenge on the next turnaround, 101-89. Martin County coming into the 57th District Championship game at an 18-8 season. Central at a very similar 17-8 run up until that point. And of course, it's the 57th District, which means, again, all bets are off. Everybody wants the win. And Central might not have gotten the tip, but they did get the first basket. This big three from Jaden Daniel. And another 57th District tournament game this year would open with an opposing pair of threes. As the first half was full of tie scores and lead changes and big baskets. Martin County's Bryson Dials with the steal and the layup. That would be the fourth tie, just 4 minutes into the game. And the next basket made it a 3-point lead for Martin County. Parker Watts with this one. And the Cards were up by a point here and would see the lead change with Austin Sloan's rebound and the basket to follow. But seconds later, another lead change. Another Martin County 3, Eli Mills. It's a 4-point Martin County lead, the biggest lead of the first quarter, until Peyton Davis intercepts and takes it home for a 6-point lead late in the first. Now, with less than 6 seconds on that first quarter clock, Central finds Dawson Montgomery ready and waiting. That three just at the buzzer made it 18-21 Martin County. Now, let's go to the second quarter. Same as the first. Here's another three and another tie. And later, Austin Sloan's basket gave Central. They take back the lead by 5 halfway through the second quarter. And at this point, how else would you expect the half to end? Just before the buzzer, another big three, another lead change as Davis shows no fear for Martin County. But the second half, as we come back after the break, was a different story. 2 minutes into the third, Davis pulls up for another three. At this point, Martin County has already pulled ahead 15 points. And here's Watts turning a steal into 2, and the Cardinals are on their way to an easy second half advantage and a 4th consecutive 57th district title with a win over Johnson Central and the Golden Eagles last night. And I believe 4 in a row in the boys bracket is indeed a first. How proud are you of this team tonight?
Very proud. You know, Johnson Central's a great team. To win this district 4 years in a row. Last year was the first time our school had ever won it 3 years in a row. Now we've won it 4 years in a row. They just come out in the third and fourth quarter and played extremely hard, took control of the game.
Did you change your game plan from A to B, meaning the first half to second?
Well, we knew we were going to, our game is up and down, so we're going to try to press you for 32 minutes, and hopefully as the game goes on, we're going to try to wear on you. And that's kind of what happened tonight. We got hot in the third quarter. They missed some shots, and we was able to pull away.
4 years is a big deal, Coach.
It's a huge deal. And in the 57th district, it's a huge deal. But you look at what happened today with the Super Region, all 4 teams from the 57th are in the regional tournament now. McGoffin won their play-in game, and then Paintsville got a bye. So, Paintsville, we beat them first game. They're as good as anybody in the region. They could easily cut the nets down next week at Pike Central, I guess it is. So our district is just, it's brutal. If you can win the district, you're going to be a heavy favorite to win the region.
Any common denominators for your program for 4 years that you can think of?
Well, the guys have really bought in. It started back in 2020. We got our new school. The first one was the hardest to kind of break through the door and finally win the district and the region in 2020. And then just teams play together. They play hard. They love playing our style. We kind of get up and down the floor and run a gun a little bit, and they've really bought into what we preached for the last 3 or 4 years.
Now, as far as the brackets are concerned, here's where we are right now. For the boys and the girls of McGoffin County, the Lady Hornets, sadly, they lost their first round of the play-in games, if you will, so their season has come to an end, but we wish to congratulate them and thank them for representing us so well. But for the rest of the girls' bracket, here's how it is playing out at this time. It has been set, and right now Pike Central will play Martin County. Those two girls' teams will play for a chance to take on the number 1 seed of Pikeville on Monday. Paintsville and Betsy Lane will play tomorrow for a chance to go against Lawrence County on Monday, the number 4 seed. Shelby Valley and Floyd Central will play tomorrow for a chance to go against Johnson Central on Tuesday. Central, the number 2 seed. And Prestonsburg and the ladies from East Ridge will play tomorrow for a chance to go against Phelps on Tuesday. And they are the number 3 seed. For the boys, we have Prestonsburg and Paintsville, who tomorrow will play at Prestonsburg for a chance to go up against the number 1 seed Pikeville on next Saturday. Boys regional action doesn't start till Saturday the 8th. Johnson Central and Lawrence County tomorrow. That's going to be a good one at Central. Tomorrow night, 7:30, they play to get a chance to go up against Pikeville, the number 4 seed, on Saturday the 8th. Phelps and McGoffin County. McGoffin County is still in it after defeating Floyd Central at Betsy Lane in their first of 2 play-in games to get back into the bracket. Well, Phelps and McGoffin County will face off at Phelps tomorrow night at 7 for a chance to take on Martin County, the Cardinals, who, as you just saw, and who are now the number 2 seed in the 15th region. Shelby Valley and Floyd Central will play tomorrow for a chance to go up against Betsy Lane, the 3 seed. I'll let you know how it all shakes down on Monday. Here's what's shaking down in your weather forecast. Not all that bad, certainly. Getting closer to spring. Yeah, another pretty nice day in the neighborhood out there today. We hit right at 64 degrees. Like I said, I didn't get to get out and enjoy too much of it. Made an excuse to get out a couple of short little trips, but that was it. But it was pretty looking outside anyway. Nevertheless, we are at 60 right now and falling. Should bottom out tonight right around 40, 41 degrees. It's been breezy out there. Did you notice? Still is right now. We've got about a 6 mile per hour blow coming out of the west-northwest. Biggest gust today in downtown Sagersville was right at 20 miles per hour. Southwesterly winds are going to continue tonight, up to 20 or so for a little while. Mostly clear skies as well. So a nice, decent, albeit breezy, into your Friday. Tomorrow, not so much. Yeah, 64 today, 37 tomorrow. So we're going to bottom out at 41 tonight. Temperatures might perk up a little bit from there early tomorrow, but by tomorrow afternoon, they're going to fall, and they're going to start falling and hit the upper 30s, around 37 by like 4 or 5 tomorrow. Winds will still be very noticeable, northwesterly up to 18 miles per hour. All this is going to blow skies mostly clear by tomorrow night and colder. Nighttime lows around 22, and they will be mostly clear, but clear, breezy, and cold is better than the snow or ice words. Sunday, a little better temperature-wise, 40, but sunny, mostly clear. Nighttime lows in the teens. Can't shake that cold air over the weekend. Monday, a slight improvement, mostly sunny. Upper 40s, we might hit the 50-degree mark. And more clouds Monday night than not, and a low of 38. Those clouds are a little bit of a thing to come on Tuesday. And we'll see increasing clouds Monday night and Tuesday after 9 a.m. or so. We have a 40% chance of some showers. Warmer, though. Look at that, 62. But as the day goes on, Tuesday and Tuesday night, certainly. Tuesday night, we've got a 90% chance of some showers, and they might have some thunderstorms to go along with them. Temperatures, though, not moving much. Look at that, 62 your high, 52 your low. But just cloudy, showers, and possibly some thunderstorms. Wednesday, mid-60s, mostly cloudy, though, and with them an 80% chance of showers. Mild temperature-wise, but that's all the sugar I can coat it with. We do see that system move out of here with cold air behind it. And as such, while we are dry and sunny on your Thursday, we're back to the mid-40s and the mid-20s for highs and lows, and we are the same as we are Thursday for your Friday. Mid-40s, mid-upper 20s, partly sunny and partly cloudy. And that'll do it for tonight. Thank you for being a part of the program. As always, I wish you a safe, joyous, relaxing, however you so choose this weekend to be. I hope it is that and more. And I hope to see you back here Monday. Good night. Thanks for watching.